Hello and welcome to this video and to my incredibly red face, in which I wouldn't normally start a video with my tomato face. But this weekend there's a lot going on and a lot to fit in that this is the best time to start this video in my cool down and water time after my run, which I've just been for. Thank you, Jeff. Which I've just been for. I have no idea if I've mentioned this at all, but I basically completely lost my stamina, so I've been building up weekly the past like 3 weeks. So today I did 4k. Actually I felt a lot stronger and like 5k is actually possible again, which is a positive, and the fact that my build up technique is working, I guess. So yeah, I have quite a bit to get on with this weekend, although not necessarily very exciting for you. There's a lot of errands and cleaning and stuff that needs to be done today, because tomorrow I'm going for my hair and makeup trial for the wedding. So I've got to get up stupidly early to be able to get over to Chiswick, which is very West London compared to my very North London. So it's going to take me a good hour and a half, 2 hours to get there, and I need to be there for 11. So obviously I won't be filming that. I might film on my journey and on my way home, but I won't be filming the actual trial, although there may be some photos or something that I can add. We'll see. I have no idea. I'm kind of apprehensive about the whole thing. I'm not a big fan of people touching my face and my head because of my skin condition and stuff, and particularly when they're new people and they don't know about them, I get really self-conscious. Plus, as I have mentioned several times on this channel, I suck at being a girl. So hair and makeup and someone asking me questions about this, not my idea of fun, but it needs doing. So, and on the wedding day I'll be glad I've done the trial, so that's what we're doing. I think Pete's actually going to look at suits as well tomorrow, so a big old wedding Sunday for us. So yeah, I'm going to sit here for a little bit, finish my water. Hopefully Pete will come through in a minute and we can set out our food shopping, because we can't do that tomorrow because we're not here, Jeff. I will take you along for the day or weekend and see where we get to. That shadow that keeps going in and out is Jeff's head, by the way. Also, I changed some of the settings on my camera, so let's see whether that's made much of a difference or not. Right, I think it's time for a little Jeff cam. Good morning, Jeff. How are you today? He's Beepy boy. Yeah. Did you have a nice cuddle with Pete? Good boy. So, I am now showered and ready for the day, and we are off to do a couple of errands. Excuse the washing machine in the background there. So if you saw last week's video, you will have known about my new look order. Well, that dress really didn't suit me, and as you know, those boots are going back. So both of us have something to take to the post office, because Pete's got to take some of those computer parts, which if you saw the New Year's video, you know he was doing that. So we're off to the post office, then off to Sainsbury's because there's some substitutions, so we need some lunch stuff. Might convince him to pop into a charity shop. But yeah, so if we get anything exciting, I will show you when we come back. Nothing exciting, just groceries, but we did pick up some daffodils because they're back in season, obviously. But I was looking at the little sticker with the instructions and realised I do absolutely nothing that they tell me I'm supposed to do. I don't cut anything. I do put it in fresh water, but I wouldn't say the vase is particularly clean. And it says display in a cool place away from direct sunlight, and it's above a radiator in the middle of a window. But also, do they really need to tell people not to eat daffodils? Like, really? It's been quite some time since the daffodils. We have had a pretty productive day looking at wedding stuff, moving stuff. We've cleaned a bit, we've done a bit, you know, all of that. So when we went to Sainsbury's, we bought ourselves a pudding as a treat because we knew we were going to get lots done. And we still have some ice cream to use up. So we're going to eat those and watch Eternals, which has come on Disney Plus recently, which is a Marvel film, but I don't think it's a very good one. But we're gonna give it a go anyway.
The next day.
Good morning. Welcome to Sunday. I'm up kind of early because, as you know, I've got my hair and makeup trial to do. Right, Jeff? So we've been out for a walk. While we were walking, my lateral flow test was fermenting, so we're all good to go. And yeah, now I just need to get ready, I guess, sort everything out. I am going to take my camera. I won't be able to show you a lot, but I'm going to take the old camera because, as I said in the Spider-Man video, I don't have a case for this one yet, so don't want to take it out yet. But yeah, I better get my bum in gear and get myself sorted and ready for the day, because otherwise I will be late for my train. Right, I'm out, I'm walking. I'm on time, which is good, but I do need to walk relatively quickly to make the train, so you may hear me heavy breathe. This is the bit of wedding planning that I have been not dreading, but it's the bit I really am not looking forward to. As I mentioned, I don't really like people touching my head and my face because of my skin condition. But also it feeds into like every other insecurity I have about, new people, because I'm pretty uneducated when it comes to beauty and makeup and all of that stuff. That makes me a little apprehensive, and I'm doing this all by myself because I don't have bridesmaids. I mean, I have my brother who's my maid of honour, but he's not getting hair and makeup, so it's just me, which means I have to do this by myself. But I keep telling myself that when it comes to the wedding day, I will be really glad I've done this, and needs must. I have no idea how long this is going to be. I have no idea what to expect. And so, but I'm hoping that I'm there longer than it takes me to travel there. But I doubt I'm going to be there longer than it takes me to do both journeys. Because, as I said, it's about an hour and a half each way, so it's going to be a 3-hour round trip for this. I've got to pay quite a lot of money for the experience. Anyway, off we go for my epic journey of a train, a tube and a bus. The train, the tube, that bit's all fine. It's when we get to Hammersmith and I've got to find the bus stop and stuff. That's the bit that I'm unsure about. But I think I've given myself 2 hours from door to door, so it should be enough time. So stick my podcast back on and power walk down to the train. I will come back to you as and when I can. So the journey was actually quite easy. I've just found myself a little planter slightly off the road, but apologies for the road noise. Just so that I have a moment without my mask on. And I was going to say fresh air, but I'm quite a busy road because I'm going to have to put that back on when we head over for the hair and makeup trial, because she obviously wants me to wear that until she's doing the makeup, I guess. But yeah, the journey was easy. The bus stop was incredibly easy to find in Hammersmith. I had to get the 190 towards Chiswick because I don't know if I said, but hair and makeup things in Chiswick. So all very easy and all flowed together, but it does mean that I am now here with like 20 minutes to spare. So, as I said, just giving myself a few moments to be maskless, and then I think it's about a 5-minute walk from here to her house, because I think I said it when we tried the cake. I find it weird doing these things in somebody's house, but that seems to be the norm. of trying to just psych myself up for it. Just get over it. Just got to do it. But yeah, easy journey, which was nice and calmed me. So, obviously, I have not had my hair and makeup done. She cancelled on me 15 minutes before the appointment. Love that for me. So literally after I spoke to you, I got a text from her saying that her father-in-law's condition has got worse overnight and that they're essentially rushing off to be with him because it's not looking great. So fully understand the reason why it can't really be helped. I mean, the 15 minutes before the appointment could have been helped, but it's all fair enough. But obviously I have just travelled an hour and a half to a part of London that I don't know or know where to go. So I've currently come to Chiswick House. I don't know if you can see that there. On a bench by this lovely waterfall, which I'm sure you can hear in the background. So I've just been trying to come up with a plan so that it's not been a complete waste of a day, because I don't want to just head straight back. So what I've come up with is I'm going to walk through the gardens here at Chiswick House, up to Chiswick High Road, and then essentially walk back to Hammersmith to get the tube home and all of that kind of stuff. There's obviously I've got the park to look at, which would be nice. I've got my headphones so I can listen to music and stuff on my phone, and I've brought a charging bank so my phone won't run out of battery, so that's all good. Chiswick High Street, High Road, whatever it's called, seems to have some alright shops to look in, some charity shops and things. I think there's a few, Costa's Cafe Nero's, that kind of thing, so I might be able to stop for a hot chocolate and some lunch maybe. But yeah, so we'll do that. If I didn't stop, he said the walk from here to Hammersmith would be about an hour, so that seems fair enough, I think. And yeah, not ideal. In the back of my head I felt like this was going to happen, but I thought she'd tell me that she had COVID or something. I've been checking the email because I had to send her an email earlier today to let her know that I didn't have any symptoms and that I'd done my lateral flow test. And I sent that about 8:20. So I've been checking repeatedly after that. Obviously when I had signal, because obviously I've been on the tube and stuff. To A, make sure that she got it, and B, to make sure that she weren't going to cancel on me, because I didn't want to get here and then not have it, which is exactly what's happened, but not for the reason I was expecting. So that is my new plan, and has completely derailed this vlog, but we'll go with it. I'll show you bits around Chiswick Park, or Chiswick House and Gardens, and yeah, good times for me. So that's Chiswick House. I believe it was Lord Burlington's house, but I'm probably entirely wrong. My brother and me have come here once before, but I don't really remember anything, or if you can go in it. And those are very noisy birds. Do you mind? I'm trying to give some facts that I don't know. What are those big stately homes? We're going to head that way. I think we're just going to follow this lake river until we get to the high street. Enjoyed, although would prefer to have stayed in bed, of watching all the dogs have fun. Check out this heron. I'm impressed by his floofy bits. It's cool. There's also another one over there. another one over there. But he's the coolest. There's a house here, literally like a castle. But a woman's just come out on her bike, so I feel I need to start filming. Yeah, so I'm back home. Oh, Jeff, you just headbutted me in the face, mate. Yeah, so that didn't really go to plan, did it? But I had a lovely walk through Chiswick House Gardens along the lake there, and then I essentially walked back to Hammersmith tube station, which took slightly longer than I anticipated. But that was largely because there was a load of charity shops on my way, and I went into pretty much every one of them. And yes, I did do a little bit of shopping. I could have gone a lot more extravagant than I did. Like, I could have bought a lot more. Jeff, this bone needs to stay on the floor. So I didn't go too mad. So, excuse me, I was going to show them what I got. Not. Excuse me, Jeff, get your nose out of the bag, please. Shall we show them? Obviously it's a charity shop, so mainly books, which I really didn't need and wouldn't have bought if the hair thing had happened. So this is money that I didn't need to spend, but I was a bit miffed and a bit fed up, so I spent it anyway. So we'll try and work out which charity shops they're from now. So from Cancery shop closest to Hammersmith tube station, because there was about 3 or 4 of them on my way, I got My Sister Lives on the Mantelpiece by Annabelle Pilcher, which I didn't realise had little paw prints of sprayed edges, which is pretty cool. But just on the long pages, not the short pages. I have read both Ketchup Clouds and Silence's Goldfish. This is the only one I've not read, and it was £1, so I thought, why not? It will be an easy read. The other 2 were, and as you can probably imagine, it's about a boy whose sister has died and the ashes are on the mantelpiece, and about his family and all of that. From the same shop, but for £1.50, I got Me, My Dad and the End of the Rainbow, which again is a middle grade book all about Archie, whose parents are splitting up because I think his dad comes out as gay and he finds like a pride leaflet or something like that, hence the Going to the End of the Rainbow. I've heard 1, maybe 2 people on BookTube talk about this, and both have said it's really good, and for £1.50 thought I'd give it a try. Where did this one come from? Oh, so then this is Cancer Research again, but Chiswick End is The Light Between Us by Kate Kahn, which follows, who does it follow? Tia and Isaac, and it's about their sort of friendship, and I think there's some time travel element to it, and just sounds fun. The last book I got from Mind in Chiswick was Wonder. I've wanted to read this for a long time. This one was also £1.50, and I've seen the film but never read the books, wanted to give it a go. So mainly middle grade books today, 2 on my list, 2 not. And surprise, surprise, I actually bought some clothing from the charity shop. This also came from Mind, and it's a pleated midi skirt in this really, really nice sort of tealy blue colour, and that was £6.50. I think it's originally River Island, so that was my little shop. As I said, not too crazy, but you know, made me feel a bit better. So I'm hoping that Pete's suit trip that he's gone on today, so the idea is that I go out and do the hair and makeup, and he's met up with his best men and he's looking at suits for the first time today. So I'm hoping his suit shopping's gone a lot more successfully than my trip did. I don't know when I'm rescheduling this for now either, but I think I'm going to end this video now. Gonna probably ring my mum and have a little moan at her about it all, and then probably edit this video. So not what I was anticipating to film for you, but I hope you've enjoyed my little trip to Chiswick anyway, and all the other bits and bobs that we've got up to. So if you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't and you are enjoying the content I'm putting out at the moment, please go ahead and subscribe. I'm so close to 100. I'd love to get there soon. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!